For hand number one, the opponents open one club. I chose to pass because I don't have a proper takeout double. I should have at least 3 card support, if not more. For the unbid suits, I only have 2 hearts, so I pass. South bids his 4-card major up the line 1 heart, and North bids 2 clubs. Now is a good chance for me to double, to show an opening hand and at least 4-4 in the unbid suits. But it's not without risk, because shortly after, South redoubles to show 10 or more points, letting his partner know that they have the balance of the points. Maybe they should be doubling us, penalizing us, setting us. Toby dutifully bids 2 diamonds on his 4-card suit. And looking at the hand, if he had to play 2 diamonds, he would probably take 4 diamonds. Ace of spades is 5, and hopefully 2 club ruffs is 7. Although if the opponents were diligent in drawing trump, they could probably set him 2. But they went ahead and bid 3 clubs in the South to end the auction, and I was on lead. I didn't fancy underleading my aces. I never do that at suit contracts. And I had no reason to lead a club, so a passive heart came out. This went around to declare his ace, and he drew 1 round of trump. And now he went back over to the board to try to take some pitches on the hearts. But if he's watching the cards, my 8-6 has to be a double 10. My double shows 4 spades and 4 diamonds at least. It's unlikely that I'm leading 8-6 from length in hearts. Possible, but very unlikely. So when he goes ahead to take a diamond pitch, I get to rough. And now I take stock of the hand. Declarer has shown ace jack of hearts is 5, another ace is 9. He could easily have the king of clubs for his 2 club rebid. That's 12, and it turns out that's all he has, and that could easily be all he has. I could easily place the king of diamonds with Toby. Could North have it? It's possible. North could have 15 points and rebid 2 clubs. That's nearly the upper limit, but it's possible. Alternatively, nowadays, this would not be unusual with that hand to open 1 no trump. Even though it's 6 clubs, it's still fairly balanced, and I like the trick-taking potential of the clubs. But it's reasonable for me to try to play Toby for the king, and the way I explore this is I play the ace, asking for attitude. We play ace for attitude, king for count, or most of the times when we have ace-king, we usually lead the king to get count. And this often usually shows when it holds the trick that we hold the ace as well. In any case, I played the ace, and Toby signaled with a 9 saying, I have the king, come on, lead over here. And so I'm going to, but now I have a choice of 3 diamonds to play. Which of these diamonds would you play? Do you want a heart back or a spade? Well, even though you have the ace of spades, you don't really want that back. What you want to do is get an uppercut with another heart. And since hearts is the lower suit, I return the 3, which Toby can see is the lowest. It looks really low. He's got the 2, so it must be the lowest diamond. And so, with the choice of at least 3 diamonds, I am definitely signaling that I want him to continue hearts. And that's exactly what he does as a good partner. He continues a heart, and Declarer tries to ruff with the 9, but I score my queen and my ace, and we set the contract 1. Had we allowed 3 clubs to make, we would have gotten 31%, and only 14% or less if they made over tricks. According to the double dummy result, Declarer was always able to make 3 with correct play. That's what these equal signs mean here. He can make his contract, a low spade lead would give him a chance to make 4, 1 over trick, and a club would give away my club trick, and I'll allow him to make 5. But how should Declarer attack this hand on the lead of the heart? He's going to lose a spade, he's going to lose 2 diamonds, and a club. That's all he should lose. And one possibility is to lead up to the king, queen of spades and find out that the ace is indeed on the left, as the double suggests it could be. But I think a better play might be to continue to start losing diamonds right away. If you can lose your diamonds, then it's going to become impossible for me to get over to Toby's hand at the proper time to try and score a ruff. Ace of hearts, lose a diamond, heart continuation, lose a diamond. Toby can actually get in and give me one ruff in hearts now, but then my queen is going to drop and Declare will make his contract. So they should have made it, but we did everything we could to prevent that, and when Declare didn't get it right, we got a 65% board. This is hand number 2. The south hand opened a weak 2, vulnerable. I agree with this bid. The suit is decent, it has a nice interior, and I like the shape too. Even though the 4-card suit is headed by the jack, it increases the chances that if partner has any diamonds at all, which partner doesn't, it turns out, there's a chance you might be able to set up tricks on the outside. Over 2 spades, Toby makes a takeout double. He's got great shape, completely sensible bid, and I also agree with the 4-spade bid by North. It is not the strongest hand ever, but Toby's hand is well placed. The king of clubs could be good. The hearts are good. 9 trump is good. Singleton diamond is good. So after 4 spades, I had a difficult decision. I certainly wasn't going to bid any higher. The question is, should I double with my possible king of diamonds and queen 4th of spades on defense? And I thought about this for a little while, and then I passed. And hopefully that didn't influence Toby, who came back in and doubled again. Normally, I would expect Toby to have a little more, but he does have 3 immediate defensive tricks, it appears. And we also have favorable vulnerability going for us, so that if my hand is a total loss, it could possibly be profitable to sacrifice when we're white and they're red. So he doubled again, and I definitely left it at this time. There was no way I was going to bid 5 hearts. I just hope that I can score my queen of spades and maybe my king of diamonds. If we look at the double dummy result, it says that if Toby leads a heart, the contract can make. And that's exactly what happens. He leads a heart. So it is possible to make the hand. And I like to show you what is required to make the hand now to help you understand my attempt to thwart Declare's efforts. Declare might suspect, but doesn't know for sure, that I have queen 4th. So what needs to happen? He's going to lose 3 aces. So he needs to be able to dump his diamonds, park his diamonds somewhere, and also he has to double hook the spade. And the way to double hook the spade is to end up on dummy, play a low spade first to the jack, and then play a spade to the ace, and another spade to finesse a second time. That's how you can win all 6 spades, and then you need to win a club is 7, and 3 hearts is 10. And playing the ace of hearts sets those tricks up. Now, I'm not faulting Toby in any way for this. He's leading blind. Obviously, if he knew this was king, queen, jack, X, he probably would have started attacking diamonds. But the lead's been made. Ace is for attitude, but I don't really have any attitude to give here because Declare is going to win everything else. So chances are I don't really want a heart. And even if I had a singleton heart for a ruff, how could I really signal with a singleton anyway? So I just give count. I play the 7. So Toby leads another ace. He plays the ace of diamonds. And I like this. I put the 10 on it. I want Declare to be forced to ruff because if we can remove one of the trumps, it's going to be harder for him to eat up my spade holding. Toby goes ahead and cashes his 3rd ace. And now at this point, when he plays a club, the double dummy shows that it is necessary to win the king. And again, that doesn't seem very intuitive, but again, that's assuming that you're going to be able to play the king, queen, jack, and both players will follow to 3 hearts. You can pitch the diamonds on the hearts, and then you win the club, and then you go about making the spade play that I talked about. And that's what's necessary on this hand. That's not what Declare did, though. I mean, it was not an easy position to read or understand. He went around to Declare's queen. Declare was now never going to be able to start off the spades with a low spade in dummy. He played the jack of spades, won the ace, and started playing off tricks to get rid of diamonds. He even played the king of clubs, you know. He's going to pitch a diamond on this club. Should I rough it? Showing the double dummy result here. He leads the king, and I don't want to rough it. It says here if I rough it, I will give him the contract. Because at that point, I'll have shortened my trump holding, and now he can over-rough, rough a diamond back to dummy now. He gets back to dummy, dump the other diamond on a heart, and I've shortened my trump. Now he can finesse me. So the one thing I don't want to do is rough. I'm happy if he goes ahead and pitches his diamonds. That's fine by me, because he's going to run out of things to pitch, and he's going to get down to the interesting part of the hand, which is this one, where now he must finally come off dummy forever. So now he takes the finesse and spades, but with no way to get back to dummy again. I will win a trick and set it. So 200 for the good guys. 7 people in 4 spades actually made it, but about 11 people went down. Setting the contract 1 was worth 77%. We doubled it, so we got 90%. Several were making 3 spades exactly, and some pairs got to 4 hearts doubled and went down 300 and 500. So we did well to get to the right spot. 4 spades did have its chances there, and if they'd played it really well, they would have gotten a great board, but as it is, we prevailed. This is hand number 3 with 8 clubs. Toby opened a club, and we got a 1 spade overcall by North. It's a 4-card overcall, and I don't advocate doing that willy-nilly because your partner will assume you have 5, and it can just lead to overbidding, over competition, stand a chance of just ending up in a result different from everyone else when you make an action like that. That being said, I don't think it's a terrible 1 spade overcall. It's a nice 4-card suit, and he's got other stuff as well. I went ahead and bid 2 hearts, and the south hand, assuming they were on an 11 card fit, with an ace of diamonds and a stiff club, bid 4 spades, which I would do that too. Toby went ahead and bid 5 clubs, figuring he would get to rough at least 1 spade and not have much left to lose. I went ahead and bid 5 hearts, right or wrong. I don't know if that was sensible or not. I would like to also say something else here about my 2-heart bid. Obviously, I want to be higher than 2 hearts. Why don't I just bid 4 hearts right away? I want you to understand that 4 hearts is a preemptive bid. And I would have maybe the heart suit as it is, but no diamonds, no cards anywhere else. And so by bidding 2 hearts and then planning to bid 4 hearts later shows I have a strong heart suit, but also, you know, opening values. So right or wrong, I bid 5 hearts, and it turns out double dummy that 5 hearts can make and 5 clubs can. So it was a bit of luck there, but in any case, it's possible that South would have bid 5 spades regardless. That's what happened, and Toby didn't hesitate to double because he must have suspected that our hands weren't fitting all that well. What should I lead? Well, according to the double dummy results, the best lead is a club, but I didn't lead a club because I was concerned that if I led a club, Toby would expect me to be looking for a rough, and I don't even have any spades to rough with. So I thought that the better plan would be to lead the ace of hearts, looking for attitude in the heart suit. But with 7 hearts in my hand and 3 in dummy, there's no attitude going on. It's just either Toby has the 3 or the king 3. And I don't really know which, so I might as well just continue the suit, because if he doesn't have the king, I want to give him a rough. And of course I want him to return a diamond, so I'm going to play the highest heart I can, although, you know, ace queen could be construed as just showing ace queen jack. But I mean, we do play a lot of suit preference, so queen should suggest a diamond card. So Toby roughed that. Then he played a king of clubs. And then at this point, he chose to play ace of spades and another spade. Now, Declarer is going to go down 4 unless he plays clubs. So what could possibly come of playing clubs, you might ask? What shows up now is a beautiful elimination play. Imagine for a minute if Declarer were to ruff a club, ruff a heart, and ruff another club. He would still have 1 spade and 4 diamonds in this hand, 2 spades and 3 diamonds in this hand. Now that you're over here, you play a small diamond, beat the 5, and let me win it. In that case, if I play a heart now, I have to give away a rough sluff. He pitches the diamond and roughs it, and his diamond loser goes away. Or I can return a diamond, and it's going to hit air on the way back. So that's at that point how Declarer could have salvaged the contract for 500. But they didn't see that either. Even though I had already shown it out to start with no spades originally, and if they had played a club, they would have found out that I had only 1 club to begin with also. But at this point, they just played a diamond. I put the 8 in, and then I won 2 more diamond tricks for down 4 and 800. Let's see how that scored. 4 hearts made 4 on 4 occasions. It made 5 4 times. Someone made 6, but only 1 club contract. Tons of club contracts went down. In fact, 5 clubs or 5 hearts down 1 for minus 100 was an average board. So the fact that we went plus was great, and it was plus 800. It was actually a tie for the highest score, so we got a 99% board. So we were feeling pretty good because after the first round of 3 boards, we had an 84.5% game. But we still had 5 more rounds, and anything could happen.